Good morning and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, 4th of December 2025. So we'll start off with the synoptic as usual, and it's a pretty messy affair this morning. This is midnight last night, and I can count on here one, two, three, about six trough lines, all scattered around the country and some over it. There's a low pressure centre just around about Cork area, which is a sort of byproduct really of these two low pressures that sat out in the Atlantic, and they're going to control the weather we've got for the next couple of days for sure. If I run this through to midday today, you can see that the troughs have gone further south towards the Biscay area, but we're still left under this secluded front, which may or may not clear in time for us to get some flying done today. If it does go through and it does clear, we'll be left in a westerly airflow. So looking at the clouds at the moment, you can see there's a lot of cloud associated with the various bits and pieces, but I guess this front line is clearly visible on that chart there. And the rain, this is a rain over the next 2 hours. You can see it's a lot of rain, very heavy actually in times, just between around about north of Bournemouth at the moment. It's very, very heavy. And if I run through the Met Office predicted rain forecast for today, we can see all that heavy rain I was just on about. But if I run this forwards, we can see that actually around about, according to this, around about 12 o'clock, there is a clearance from that heavy rain. There are showers behind. I just question how much cloud there's going to be left lingering behind that system when it's gone through. And we're just going to have to suck it and see. So if there's any chance of any flying at all, it's going to be certainly after lunchtime. Odium is very slow on updating, but it has updated now. So I'll go to their TAF. And they are talking initially 15015, 10k plus, fewer than 1,000 feet, broken at 3,000 feet. Temporarily between 9 and 12, 7,000 meters, rain and drizzle and rain. Broken at 1,000 feet with a 40% probability temporarily between 9 and 12, 4,000 meters, rain and drizzle and heavy rain. Becoming between 10 and 12, 260, 10 knots with a 40% probability between 11 and 1 of 260, 16, gusting 26. And if I go to Farnborough, they are giving 1307, 10k plus, scattered at 2,000, temporarily between 7 and 1, 6,000 meters and rain, broken 1,000 feet, with 30% probability temporarily between 7 and 11, 150, 25 knots, 4,000 meters, rain and drizzle, broken at 700 foot, becoming between 9 and 12, 250, 10. So you can see when that front goes through, the wind definitely goes around to a westerly direction. However, it's how damp it's going to be. Spot winds are showing for us today then 27020 to the north, 26020 to the south. And if I run windy, so this is windy at the moment, clearly showing wind from about 150. But if I run this through to 3 o'clock this afternoon, you see the wind's gone all the way around now to west south westerly. Local forecast is giving rain and heavy rain till at least 11 o'clock, and the rain is subsiding till around about 1. Winds westerly 10 knots, gusting 22 knots is giving us here. And if you look at GFS, they're giving a max temperature today of 7 and a dew point of 5. So there's not a very big split there, hence the low clouds we're going to get today. Local Met Office is giving us currently 6.3 degrees with a dew point down at 4.6. And if you're outside the window, very wet. Quickly refresh that, it makes no difference at all. And you see at the window at the moment, it's still southeasterly, but that is going to change. Right. Significant weather from Top Meteo. So if I run this through, it's 7 o'clock today, and we've got all this heavy rain down in the south, and very, very heavy rain, and low cloud, and mist, and fog. But around about 12 o'clock, which starting to see the very edge of that, and 1 o'clock still, we might just be on the very edge of it. But after that, it's clearing away to the northeast, and we will be clear. I fear it might be a little bit too late. People will probably find better things to do with the day by the time that's cleared. The sky sight is giving me a similar picture, a low cloud cloud base slowly rising. What I've done is I've highlighted the winds down the bottom here because you can see gusting 41, sort of like at the moment, but becoming as the wind as front goes through, going around to westerly with gusts of 34 or so up until after lunchtime. The wind decreases after about 1 o'clock. And if I look through the cross section for Skyside today, it's a pretty quite a mess really. So we've obviously got this thick cloud and heavy rain at the moment. There is a small clearance between it's saying here about 11:30 and 1. I don't know it's actually going to be flyable in that particular window, and then rain again later. No TAMS, there's no real no TAMS to affect us today, and I don't think we're going to be flying anyway. So if I run on to the airfield brief then, so there's the cross section again, it's slightly larger format, we can all see it a bit better. And so 2XL, nothing to report at the moment. Rain heavy at times, possibly clearing around 1 o'clock, low cloud with associated rain and a strong wind warning this morning. We have two K21s on the booking system with instructors and students. One K21 is booked for some trial flying, for casual flying, and there won't be any trial flights today. Plenty of single seats available as you expect. And I've just been asked to mention that Chris Marin will be doing a TMG focused nav briefing this morning. If anyone is interested in sitting in or joining that. Now, just because it's TMG focused, that doesn't mean that it's not good for a bit of glider nav training as well. So I recommend, if you want a bit of information on nav flying, you sit in on that briefing with Chris Marin. I'd imagine he'll be starting at no later than 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, if we do fly, we're going to set up on 27. It'll be a winter ops. We'll be taking off and landing on the runway today. The grass is far too wet to land on. Usual reminders, please, about washing at the end of the day. People have been very, very good about that. Thank you for that. And usual reminder about buggies. And the simulator, of course, will be available throughout the day. SFCL rules, a quick reminder. Solo flying requires a minimum of PMD. It requires an SPL, which is within rolling recency. All student pilot solo flying requires a written authorization. We have authorization forms in the box, the log cabin. And instructors who hold an SPL with flight instructor rating privileges must be within rolling recency to exercise those privileges. And a quick airfield layout if we do get set up. Okay, airtow winching from the runway, and we're landing behind. The launch point will be further forward, so there'll be plenty of room. We'll be landing behind. And just a reminder, please don't do anything silly like roll up to the back of the glider that's already there. Stop well short and use the buggies as usual to pull it forwards. Okay, you're right. Evan and I are around today. If you've got any questions, we'll see you either in the office here or in the restaurant later. See you later. Bye.